Let's get ready to rumble! Fighting out of the blue corner, wearing blue, official weight, 145 pounds. His professional record is a perfect one, consisting of 43 bouts, 43 victories, including 31 knockouts. He is a three-time world titleist, currently recognized by Ring Magazine as the true junior welterweight world champion. Presenting the challenger, the former welterweight world champion and two-time junior welterweight champion of the world, the undefeated fighting pride of Manchester, England, Ricky Hitman Hatton. Fighting out of the red corner, wearing gray, official weight, 147 pounds. A perfect professional record also. 38 bouts, 38 victories, including 24 knockouts. He has captured 5 world titles in 5 different divisions and is rated by all as, pound for pound, the best in the world. From Grand Rapids, Michigan, former junior lightweight, former lightweight, former super lightweight, former super welterweight world champion, the reigning, defending, undefeated welterweight champion of the world, Pretty Boy Floyd, a.k.a. Money Mayweather.
All right, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. I expect a good, clean fight over good sportsmanlike conduct on both the fighters and the cornermen, you understand? Give me a clean fight. I'll bring back our man at all time. And remember, guys, I'm fair, but I'm firm. Touch him up.
Go.
Floyd Mayweather insists that Ricky Hatton should appreciate that he is getting a chance to fight him. Let's see how Ricky Hatton shows his appreciation.
Like watching Floyd Mayweather fight, feast your eyes. He flatly claimed to us yesterday that he will not fight in either calendar 2008 or 2009. That this will be, if not his last fight ever, certainly his last fight for at least 2 more years. He said, "I don't love boxing." Hatton would never say anything of the sort.
Right here, you see the difference in the speed of Ricky Hatton as compared to other opponents of Floyd. Even when Oscar fought it, the foot speed, in addition to the upper body movement, is a lot different.
Good, quick left hook lands on the button for Mayweather. Accuracy of Floyd Mayweather's punching is one of his biggest weapons.
It's no man's land between where Hatton is and where he wants to get, where Mayweather has to win the fight.
So far, Mayweather is doing a very good job of keeping Hatton in no man's land.
Yeah, but
and landing his counter shots.
But Rick is putting a lot of pressure, more than I've ever saw any opponent put on. Even though he hasn't landed, he's putting pressure that Floyd is getting very uncomfortable with. The foot special is a main thing. So
Every body punch should bring a thunderous roar from the crowd, or at least as long as Hatton is functionally in the fight.
see, that's again that foot speed. He's got Floyd losing his balance. He's making Floyd move a lot faster than he wants to.
And if Floyd wasn't such a gifted athlete, he would have gone down there.
gets here, and Hatton has to try to do damage and mount an offense. He says that the fallacy for most fighters has been that when they get Floyd into close quarters, they waste punches. And that he won't look to try to throw unnecessary combinations, but rather try to land something serious.
So far, I would say the fight is going more towards what Ricky wants to do. Floyd looks a little uncomfortable. He's having problems actually hitting Ricky, but just as well too. Ricky is causing the problem with his speed.
Well, what Hatton wants to make you do is fight 180 seconds of every round. Very few opponents who are in love with that.
It's the British Bulldog against the American boxer.
Good straight right hand by Mayweather. Another effective, accurate counterpunch.
That's what Floyd is going to have to do to get some respect, because he can't keep running. He's going to have to land some power punch to slow Ricky down by getting respect.
He's going for right and loose and stuff in advance. And lift up knees, right? He's got to step in advance slow, and that's what he's favouring at the minute. Right hand leads and lift up leads. Screw shot's working. Slip it straight as he come in. That's working. Slip it jab, slip it straight, slip it screw shot, yeah? So don't be easy yet. Don't start finding anything yet. More sensitive to the body. Yeah?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Keep turning. Keep turning. Keep turning. All you're doing is keep pot shot.
3 rounds. 3 rounds.
Oh, shit.
Many fans around the arena standing up as if they are trying to interpret and decode what they just saw.
Well, the end of the round, Floyd did what he's got to continue to do if he's going to, do anything, because he's going to have to slow down Ricky a little bit to get respect.
Well, it's interesting how perceptions can be formed. CompuBox numbers in round 1 were one-sidedly Mayweather. CompuBox found Mayweather landing 12 of 37 and Hatton landing 5 of 24.
And I think that's pretty accurate, but it's just the tempo that I see the way the fight is going is something that Floyd is not used to. So he's going to have to fight tonight.
Well, and Harold Letterman scored the first round for Ricky Hatton. Perhaps thinking that it was a Hatton round in terms of ring generalship.
Yeah, I think, but punches landed, I'd have to say Floyd. The fight is moving towards the way Ricky wants it to go. So he's actually controlling the tempo of the fight.
A street fight.
Street fight. And his speed is bothering Floyd too.
There's an abrasion on the left cheekbone of Mayweather.
And I thought I saw a trickle of blood out of the nostril of Ricky Hatton after one of those Mayweather counter shots. Cortez with a tutorial. He may have to issue some more of those.
Well, when you're coming in with the anxiety the way that Ricky's coming in, you're always going to leave yourself open. So he's determined evidently that he's going to do that. Figure that his seal would pay off because he could get closer and eventually wear out Mayweather by still taking punches as he's coming in.
Good right hand by Mayweather.
And then he reached out and grabbed Hatton and held him.
Well, he's been throwing one punch at a time, and some of them have been very effective.
But so far, he's keeping Ricky at a distance where he can catch him. But if he lets Ricky start crowding him as the fight goes on, it's going to be different, especially with Ricky having those shorter arms.
Very good. And gets inside.
You gotta get a little nasty. You gotta get it back to the fight.
Hatton lands another jab, almost gets tripped by Mayweather's feet. Mayweather missing with a right-hand counter punch.
Break out clean.
The way this is going, you wonder if Cortez is going to allow Hatton to fight the fight that he wants to fight. Because Cortez seems to be breaking them up every time they get into close quarters.
All right, you guys are doing too much dirty fighting, too much wrestling. You got almost at 80 points. Time is. It's
Mayweather who's holding. There's no question who's doing the holding. If points were to be deducted, you would have to think it would be Floyd who would giving them up.
Even sometimes when he lands a good punch, he's still closing. But he's trying to land pot shots just enough to keep the distance and get his points up.
Again, Floyd Mayweather reaches out with his left arm and grabs Hatton. Hatton, who's been accused of clinching and holding in the past, now wraps an arm under Mayweather's left arm. And round 2 is a scratch and sniff affair.
It looked to me as though Mayweather is making some adjustment to the moves and quickness of Hatton.
That fucking right hand, he's on it all the time, Ricky. You've got to stop it, you know what I mean? More head movement. I like you keeping it on him, you've got to keep it on him. It's simple for now, simple for now. Like you said, you're knocking him off balance. Then you'll start getting more stuff in. You can decide to try and find some room. But it's difficult.
Beginning Christmas night, it's a bonus replay. 5 straight evenings of HBO's Boxing's Best of 2007. Among the bouts, Floyd Mayweather's previous mega fight 7 months ago when he defeated Oscar De La Hoya.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you, gotta watch it inside. Watch that wrestling. Okay, I'm telling you guys that same thing over there. He the only one wrestling, Joe.
Listen, all he gonna do is press. That's all he gonna do. He can't fight. He gonna put pressure. So relax. The pot shot. Pot shot. Relax. Okay?
Roger just said exactly what I'd said. That's what he's doing, is pot shot. He's landing clean punches and then tying him up right away, just enough to try to win points and to try to prevent him from getting too close to him. But as soon as he lands a punch, he's grabbing right away, just trying to do enough to win a decision. Not trying to throw combinations, just one single punch.
Don't punch. When you get the arms over their shoulders, don't punch.
Again, you wonder if Cortez is going to let Hatton fight where Hatton wants to fight.
Break out, let him out, let him out. Hey, Ricky, watch that holding.
This time, Cortez warns Hatton for holding, when it seems as though it's Mayweather who most frequently initiates the holds. Now, this is where Hatton wants to fight the fight.
Get the knocked out.
And he lands a solid left hand inside.
Don't be holding, come on, get the knocked out.
Hatton wants an ugly fight. Mayweather wants a pretty boy fight.
Stop.
It's an ugly
Stop
fight.
right there. Let him out clean.
Quick left hook by Floyd Mayweather. Hatton goes past it and gets him in against the ropes.
Floyd's main 2 punches has not been his jab. All he's trying to do is a check left hook where he pulls back, lands a left hook as Ricky comes in with his head up, or either throws a right hand lead. And immediately after landing either one of those punches, he ties up Ricky.
If there's any weakness in Floyd Mayweather's game, it may be that he's been so effective for so long throwing one punch at a time and taking no risks that he doesn't have the mentality of throwing combinations anymore.
Well, this guy's attacking it with a much more intensity, I said, than Oscar and the other guys. And you still look at Ricky's feet. He's bouncing, springing, changing angles when he attacks, and that's something that Floyd is not used to. Everybody else has been coming in on a straight line.
Stop right there. Floyd, I'm holding that head down.
I've never seen Joe Cortez work this hard.
I see Mayweather starting to breathe a little bit heavier than he normally would expect.
Floyd seems to be a lot more comfortable in this situation than I've ever saw him in any of his professional fights.
Watch that elbow inside.
Now he got caught with a choke.
Hard right hand by Mayweather. Hatton keeps coming. Mayweather strafes him with another right hand.
Let him out clean, let him out
Floyd
clean.
Mayweather's right hand
Cut
counter
over the right eye.
and there's a cut over Ricky Hatton's right eye. Big cut.
Which is just what everybody feared.
Had to come from one of those punches.
It was definitely from a punch. I don't think it was from a butt.
It was from the right hand shot. And now this will bring into play Hatton's celebrated cut man, Nick the Rub Williamson, a London taxi driver. He leaves his taxi behind and comes to work for Hatton. Ricky says he's the only man in the world who can stop my cuts. And Mick Williamson leaps into the ring.
You see what you did that round? All right, keep running that shit through. You gonna bust that bubble up. can't keep all that fucking pressure up in him, motherfucker. It's all that wild ass.
What we talking about? It's busting up already.
Run that shit up the middle. Stay right there. Stay right there with him. Run that up the middle. All right? What about all that wild ass shit? Here's the shit. You're doing a lot of wasted punches. Relax. Relax. Just be you.
But as far as you're concerned, that's fuck all, yeah? That's fuck all to what you've had. Listen, still the same stuff. You're having success. You knew it was going to be hard early on. Start getting a little bit slow soon. Still the straight shot, still working. You're getting a little bit more. You will get a bit more. And the roughen up inside, and that inside stuff will take more out of him than you because you're stronger than him. Yeah, you understand? You only knew it was going to be hard early, yeah? Just keep fighting, fight that cost fuck all. Screw shots, jabs.
Here you see Floyd laying a right-hand lead, which has been probably his most effective punch tonight. And he's been getting away with that a lot. He lands it and then he moves right in and smothers his opponent after that. And I think that was the punch that caused the cut.
Combi box averages for round through 3. Mayweather 10 out of 30, Hatton 6 out of 30. Mayweather landing at a 33% rate. Hatton landing at a 20% rate. Neither man throwing many punches. Neither man having time to throw many punches. Too much talking with Cortez. Harold, how do you have it through 3?
Okay, Jim. 29-28, 2 rounds to 1, Ricky Hatton. And then, Jim, what bothers me about Floyd Mayweather is every time Ricky Hatton rushes in, and you know what he's going to do, have any of you guys in 3 rounds seen Floyd Mayweather take 1 step to the side? Never. He's right there. Ricky Hatton is controlling his fight by rushing in and landing good shots on the inside. And Mayweather's not giving us any lateral movement. 2-1, Hatton.
The reason for that, Harold, I believe, you tell me what you think, Emmanuel, is that Hatton comes quicker than he can anticipate. He's been fighting guys like Baldomir, who would be 30 yards up the track against Hatton, and some other fighters who just don't have this kind of sneaky quickness that Hatton has.
Ricky Hatton has just had his best minute of the fight, because finally he's getting a chance to bull Mayweather to the ropes and to work inside and use his hands the way he wants to do it, and he just won the first minute of the 4th round, outworking Floyd Mayweather against the ropes.
And you know, Mayweather's doing the same thing over and over. The right-hand lead, right-hand lead, right-hand lead. Either pull back and throw a hook as he's pulling back. He's not doing any jabs, any body punches, or any combinations at all. Basically those simple punches, mainly the right-hand lead.
And maybe the most important thing, at least in the first half of the round, is that Hatton's eye has not opened up again yet.
But Floyd Mayweather is now, as they get to the center of the ring, landing accurate counter shots and snapping Mayweather, or Hatton's head back, just like that, with accurate right hands and left hooks.
But if forced to, which he has to do tonight, he's got to. Ricky's making him have to fight.
Al Hatton is hurt by those 2 big Mayweather shots.
He's getting with the same punch continually.
Interesting round. First minute of the round definitely belonged to Hatton. Middle minute of the round definitely belonged to Mayweather. Still on the table now as we go down the stretch.
And the blood is coming out again.
After those free swinging shots by Mayweather, you can understand why. Now Hatton gets Mayweather to the ropes and wants to go to the body, but Cortez pulls him away.
This is definitely not Dancing with the Stars.
I think it's turned out to be a very good round for Floyd Mayweather because he withstood the challenge of the first minute of the round and found a way to get back to the center of the ring and land his counter shots.
Very good round for him.
And now Hatton will have a lot to think about as he goes back to his corner. He got punished in the last 2 minutes of the round.
Hey. Keep doing what you're doing. That's all you gotta do. That mother can't outfight you no way. He can't outfight you. All that wild shit, he ain't landing. Listen, keep running that shit in the middle. Keep running that shit in the middle.
I don't give a fuck if you don't work inside, as long as he can't get anything. You know what I mean? You're getting nothing inside because you're too close. And he's getting some stuff to the headshot, yeah? I don't care if you just nullify him. Remember me telling you, just nullify it. If you can't get anything, diffuse the situation. Do you understand? And you'll gradually wear him down. But as you're doing it now, you're too close to getting leverages, and he's getting more stuff to the head. You can't get to the body because you're too close. Understand? As you're coming in, and I don't care if you fucking nullify inside. You can't get that one.
Here you see Ricky Hatton so anxious to come in forward, not moving his head as much as he should, and Floyd is pinpointing all of his shots. And this is the first time in the fight that Floyd has put punches together. Before, he would just land one punch and then go into a clinch, but this time he put combinations together.
And 11 of Mayweather's 15 total connects in the round came in the last 2 minutes, according to CompuBox.
Stop right there. Stop right there.
One-third of the way through the fight. It's going to be a war of attrition. Stamina will be a factor coming down the stretch in this fight if Hatton's eyes hold up and he can make it into the late rounds. This is the kind of work he did against Costa Tszyu. Backing Tszyu into the ropes and scraping him with hard shots on the inside.
Veteran fighters can't handle this constant pressure without a chance to think about the fight. But Mayweather is still a relatively young veteran fighter.
And eats another hard right hand from the 30-year-old Mayweather. Most of the work in the round has been done by Hatton. They're fighting where he wants to fight.
But he's still leaving himself open to hit with short punches. You know, Floyd may explode at any time. He's not moving his head when he goes in at all anymore. He's just going straight in.
Get the hand with the head.
The one thing that I like that Ricky's doing, unlike the other guys, when he sees Floyd is in that defensive shell where you can't land a clean, effective punch, he's not throwing a whole flurry of punches. He's just mauling him, so to say, pushing him with his elbows, 1 or 2 punches, pushing him, manhandling him, but not exhausting himself.
Hatton lands an uppercut. Got in a couple of body shots. Takes a little right hand on the inside. This is a good round for Ricky Hatton so far. Now Mayweather gets to where he wants to fight, in the center of the ring.
Floyd's going to try to win the round by right hand leads. He can pull out a couple of flurries. He can still possibly steal this round.
But if Hatton can get Mayweather back to the ropes, he can probably seal the deal on this round.
This has definitely been a Ricky Hatton round here. And it's really the round, the way he wants the pattern of the fight to be for the rest of the fight. It's patterned off of this round right here.
Blood is trickling from above the right eye as Hatton maneuvers Mayweather back to the ropes and once again goes to work against his ribcage. Only 15 seconds left in the round.
What Hatton said was that his heart would explode before he lets up for 1 second. And certainly in this round, he has not let up for 1 second.
That was a Ricky Hatton round. That's the way he wants to fight.
Keep running your shit up the middle. Don't worry about all that bullshit. Keep running your shit up the middle. And keep moving your hand, touch that body when you get a chance. And stealing when you're away from him, because all he do is move his head, but he can't fight inside. You look like...
Boy, I gave you several warnings.
Well, worry
Watch inside.
Worry about all the holding.
Watch that help on inside. I'm telling you now.
Harold and Ray Hatton seated at ringside, there for all of Ricky's fights, and you can see the worry on Carol's face and in the way she holds her hands. Ricky made some fascinating comments in our 24/7 series on HBO about the things his mother will say to him from ringside during the fight, almost bringing him to laughter, he says, to hear his mom say, "Get out of the way, don't let him hit you." Relatively elementary things. And Ricky, of course, with his dry wit, saying, "As if I hadn't thought of that, Mom." Power shots in round 5, according to CompuBox. Hatton 12 out of 52. Mayweather only 5 out of 19. Again, the round was fought as a Ricky Hatton round.
Stop! Come back.
Still, the cleanest, hardest punches landed in the fight are Floyd Mayweather counter right hand. Over the years, he's developed that right hand lead or right hand counter shot into an almost unstoppable weapon. He's quick with it. He disguises it with his lead shoulder. He throws it very accurately. Crowd thunders its appreciation as Hatton almost gets penalized for hitting Mayweather on the back of the head and is penalized.
You can't hit him behind the head. Illegal punches.
Very costly loss of a point for Hatton.
Come on, come on.
And he's saying that Mayweather turned his back.
Stop.
Good quick left hook by Floyd Mayweather. So Hatton has lost a point in the round for hitting Mayweather on the back of the head, and he's furious about it because he believes that Mayweather set the foul up by turning his back on it.
Well, what he's got to do is not get angry, but get even by trying to win the round, which would make it an even round.
Stop.
Mayweather hasn't done much offensively in the round. One good clean left hand. Hatton has once again controlled the real estate. Body shots inside by Hatton. He simply throws with much greater frequency when they're in close quarters like this.
Well, that's where the short arms come in handy.
Yeah, short arms are very effective.
Keep it clean.
Now Hatton offers a right-hand lead to try to change the tempo in the center of the ring.
Come on.
Mayweather kind of plays Hatton's game by leaning into him, and Ricky pulls him back to the ropes.
You know, from my perspective, I think Hatton has come back and evened out the round.
Not going to be an easy fight to score. This crowd is boisterous.
Coming in, right? And stop smothering your work. How's he feeling now? Tell me. Same or dwindling? Same. Right, it's moving. Right, you got 6 left, yeah? With a point off, it's, you know, got 2 down, right? You know what? 2 down. That's with the point off. Need 2 down. That's with the point off.
Okay, I'm telling you guys, I'm going to start taking some points. I can't give
Man, we're doing it. He's elbowed him all the time.
Same thing with him.
all the time.
I was not taking any points.
He's fouling all the time.
Got it there.
You know what I mean? Listen. You got 6 fucking rounds now. Just simply in the touch. Get a little bit out of him. When it comes to moving around, get a bit out of him. And then pile it on.
Here you see Ricky mauling Floyd in the ropes, and actually Floyd doing what he does, often turns his back. And even though, you know, Joe took the point away, myself, I would not have did it, because Floyd fights about 20% of his fight doing that, turning his back and forth.
By the way, I'm not sure Hatton even made contact. It looked as though he hit the top rope and not the back of Mayweather's head.
Well, he may have grazed it, but
The intent was
that
there.
was certainly a borderline situation.
We are 6 rounds through the fight, halfway done. Harold, how do you have it so far?
Look, in rounds I have it 3-2-1 even Ricky Hatton. In points, 57-56 Ricky Hatton. You know, Jim, somehow or another gives me no lateral movement. I don't think there's an excuse for that. Ricky Hatton, I gotta say this much about the cut man. In England, they only use adrenaline 1 to 1,000. In the United States, they use Abaquine and Thrombin, which gives a U.S. cut man a tremendous advantage. Keep that in mind, Jim. Anyway, Ricky Hatton by 1 point.
Some of you may know that in his other life, Harold Letterman is a pharmacist, and thus his familiarity with the chemistry of cuts. Harold, Surely Mick Williamson, Hatton's cut man, has availed himself of the opportunity to use what's legal in America,
Jim,
right?
I doubt it very much. I mean, every time I've seen the cutman from the UK, they don't know how to use Aventine. You have to have a certain expertise with it. They don't know what thrombin is. They swear by adrenaline 1 to 1,000. The U.S. cut guys rely on Aventine and thrombin mostly. They throw in the adrenaline as well.
Well, whatever he's using, Harold, it seems to be working pretty well. I mean, about 10 minutes ago, we thought this fight could end prematurely.
Doesn't seem in danger of ending prematurely now, that's for sure. And Ricky Hatton continues from round to round to control the real estate, or at least to be able to get Floyd Mayweather maneuvered against the ropes often enough to be fighting more his fight than Mayweather's fight. Doesn't mean that he's landing clean, hard punches. Floyd Mayweather does that when they're in the center of the ring.
Floyd's mind is still very sharp, though. You have to be very careful. He's very cagey. He's fighting a different fight, but I think he's more dangerous now the way he's fighting.
And incidentally, just to button the discussion about cut technique, no, Mick Williamson is not using the American available Aventine, using, as Harold Letterman suggested exactly he would, the 1 to 100 adrenaline solution that they use in England.
Put your elbows inside, guys. Both of you guys, watch elbows. Let's go. Get your hands out. Get him out. Stop.
20 seconds to go in round 7, and it's been very much like round 6.
It's another round where...
You know, last month, we had a fight between Cotto and Mosley, a brilliant fight that everyone expected to go about the way it did. This fight is going about the way we expected also. An ugly, close quarters, mauling, brawling fight.
And suddenly at the end of that round, Ricky Hatton was able to make Floyd Mayweather miss with those right and left-hand shots.
Keep boxing on that motherfucker. Keep trying to run that shit up the middle. Touch the body. Shoot that shit up the middle.
Worry about the next one. You're behind with the point off. You know what I mean? You've got to get some clean work in. I know he's like inside. I know he's fucking tying up. He's cheating inside as well. You know what I mean? You've got to find the gaps. It's down to you. You've got to shove him and get some room. You know what I mean?
Oh, this is a package of right-hand leads from throughout the fight. That was early in the fight when he was landing right hands flush several times and punishing Hatton in the center of the ring. These have been the most damaging blows thrown so far, and we believe it was one of those right hands which created the cut over Ricky Hatton's right eye. Toward the end of the last round, Mayweather flurried and seemed to miss with most of his right and left-hand shots. However, CompuBox numbers in round 7, Floyd Mayweather 12 out of 36, Hatton 6 out of 41. Mayweather, as was the case against De La Hoya, by far the more accurate puncher.
Get him out, let's go.
That time it was Ricky Hatton who reached out and grabbed Floyd Mayweather after Mayweather connected with a punch.
Get him out, let's go, guys.
Now Mayweather takes Hatton back against the ropes, reversing the pattern. Uppercut by Mayweather. Good punch.
Now, Floyd is really...
He's mixing up his attack.
Well, Ricky is bringing the best out of him.
Great right hand seemed momentarily to stun Hatton. But Ricky bounces and comes forward again.
But he's just eating up those right hands. And Floyd is, as I said at the end of the last round, is becoming more physical and more aggressive himself now.
Hatton would do well to try to get out of the center of the ring. Mayweather has huge advantages when they're out there.
Yeah, Floyd has still got good eyes, good reflexes. And I like to see him when he's more aggressive like he was a few seconds ago and when he fought Diego Corrales.
Now Hatton's back to where he wants to fight. Mayweather seemed to make it available to him as though he wanted to take a break from all the offensive action.
Get him out, get him out, get him out. Get him out. Let's go, watch out, watch out.
One thing, Ricky cannot afford to get tired, because if he ever gets tired, Floyd is going to explode and will take him out, because Floyd still can think very good when he gets tired.
Good quick left hook by Mayweather as Hatton came in. Sometimes it's the right hand, sometimes it's the left hook. Huge round for Mayweather here in the 8th.
And don't forget, there's no standing count here.
Mayweather believes he's got Hatton in big trouble. Hatton gets a chance to land a right hand in return. Mayweather brought the crowd to their feet with that offensive assault, and it was brilliant stuff. Now Hatton shows he's not done yet.
But the difference is Rick is not landing anything effective and clean. It's ineffective aggression.
Keep doing what you just did. You're breaking that hole down. Don't worry. They'll rescue that motherfucker. Deep breath. Deep breath. Beautiful work. Floyd, you can beat him inside. You ain't got to walk away from that motherfucker. You hurt him inside.
No wind and nothing.
Hey,
Okay, it's fine. It's fine, no problem.
I don't want you taking on serious punishment. I'm here to protect you if I have to.
Listen, it's okay.
25 is not bad.
Listen,
You are man doing a good
keep
job.
your stress over. Keep closing down, right? Just closing down. You've got 3 more rounds, your chance. Go.
You see Floyd landing a lot of clean, effective punches this round. Even though Ricky was aggressive and mauling him, he never was landing the clean, effective punches the way that Floyd is. Floyd has been effective with the right hand all night long.
That was a landslide round from Mayweather, who by CompuBox count landed 26 out of 46 powered shots. 6 of 31 for Ricky Hatton. So now Hatton needs something of a comeback as Mayweather has climbed into the lead on Harold Letterman's scorecard. The last one shows you why when CompuBox sorts out all of the fighters in the sport and defines them in plus-minus terms, percentage of punches connected versus percentage of punches connected against him, Floyd Mayweather has by far the most positive plus-minus rating of any fighter in the sport. Huge difference between Mayweather's connect percentage and the percentage of punches landed against him, and you're seeing it again here tonight.
Is Hatton slowing down, Emmanuel?
Yeah, I said he cannot afford to get tired and slow down, because he does. Floyd, very intelligent fighter. He will study him, and once he sees he's slowing down, he will take advantage of him, maybe stop him as the fight goes on. Ricky is doing a lot of mauling, pushing, aggressive, but not landing clean, effective blows.
There's still little patches where Hatton gets to fight the way he wants to fight and seems to get the better of it.
But he's still not landing the clean blows. It is trade ball, the up hook to the body. He hasn't landed that all night.
This does nothing to dampen the enthusiasm of Hatton's followers, as you can hear.
Well, he's moving in, but he keeps his head straight there. He doesn't move, and you can almost get sense when Floyd's going to punch. All he did was just try to move his head, but he just so anxious to get to him that he's not even preparing the punches to come back.
All right, bring out clean, let him out. Bring out, bring.
Suddenly in this round, Floyd Mayweather begins to use his jab, a weapon we don't see all that often. It's almost as though he disdains it from time to time, somewhat in the fashion of Roy Jones at the peak of his career. Now there's that straight right hand again and again. And Mayweather grinning to those at ringside as if to say, look how easy this is.
Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Too much skill for that motherfucker. Keep pot shotting today. Keep pot shotting. Boxing. Boxing, sit down, pot shot. I don't believe by the time y'all get to the 19th round, that bitch ain't gonna have nothing left. We're gonna start go out here on that motherfucker.
You can't have any more rounds. There's 2 rounds left. You can't let him have any more. You can't let him have any more, Ricky. Yeah. Telling you. Yes. Don't take no crazy chances if you fight him in your fucking face. Move your head, flip in with a single, and everybody hit his head, get some room to move. Get some room to punch. You've got to do it in this next 2 rounds. Right? Don't go crazy. I'm telling you, don't go fucking crazy. Forget about defense.
Almost as if he wanted to show he could do it, Floyd Mayweather unveiled his jab in round 9 and landed 11 of 15 of them. 73% connect percentage. Ricky Hatton was 0 for 8 with his jab. Harold, how do you have it through 9?
Look at Jim. 5, 3, 1 even, 86, 84, Floyd Mayweather. Jim, he's starting to move. You see, just as I said early in the fight, where Ricky Hatton rushes in, Floyd Mayweather skips back, gets off a nice right hand, and he nails him on the way in. Floyd taking over the fight, wins 3 rounds in a row on my card. I'm clean punch.
In case you're wondering about the indomitability of Hatton's fans, remember that Ricky Hatton and his public have never tasted defeat. 43 wins, no losses coming in. A victory would leave him once again dead level with his Welsh compatriot, Joe Calzaghe, who's 44 and 0. They've been stride for stride throughout their careers.
Check left hook. A check left hook right into it. You never saw it.
What a perfect shot. The left hook by Mayweather, and that tells you everything you know.
And he is on shaky legs.
Yeah.
He's on shaky legs. He's got to buy time here.
Well, he's not the type of fighter that knows how to do that.
Every situation for Hatton.
This fight is over. Floyd Mayweather has a knockout victory over Ricky Hatton.
Mayweather dealt with a situation or a fighter he's never been confronted with before.
And it brought the best out of him.
He stayed close and closed the show.
A brilliant performance once again. Well said, Emmanuel. Hatton succeeded in bringing the best out of Mayweather.
He's always come up big in his biggest fights.
He found every answer
Here
down
you
the
see
stretch.
the check left hook. As he was coming in, he caught him with the left hook, but which he's been hitting him with quite often tonight. That punch and the right hand lead have been very consistent.
Hatton going head first into the ring post, which certainly didn't help.
Well, he didn't see it because his mind was all on offense. Plus, I think he was getting a little fatigued at that stage.
And then this is the end. Another flush left hook. A straight right hand. And before Mayweather could land another punch, Joe Cortez pulling Mayweather away as Hatton collapsed into the corner. Completely done. 2 left hooks.
Very accurate punches.
He's a tremendously accurate puncher. Statistically, the most accurate in the sport. And you saw it again tonight. Never has it been more clear who's the world's #1 pound-for-pound fighter. Let's go to Michael Buffer for the official numbers on the knockout.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at the MGM Grand of Las Vegas, this contest comes to an end at 1 minute, 35 seconds of round number 10. The winner by knockout victory, and still, pound for pound, the best in the world, still welterweight world champion, Pretty Boy Floyd, a.k.a. Money